Wet pavement, slowing it down is your best bet. All right, Jacksonville, here's how you'll fare as we start off the week. Today, we've got the rain continuing tonight. Tomorrow, we could deal with some thunderstorms as those temperatures warm up a little bit, get a little bit more unstable out there, so a little on the thundery side in Jacksonville. And then heading your way into Charlotte, today is your day to get out and do some shopping if you want to avoid the wet weather. That'll be coming in tonight and lingering into tomorrow morning. All right, let's get the update on the wintry weather. We got Dr. Postel, who is in the lab. And Dr. Postel, we've been tracking this storm system that's going to be moving into the Midwest. Rain, snow, who's going to see what?
Most everybody's going to see rain. In fact, this is primarily a rain system, but kind of bizarre for the end of December. But let's have a look at the weather map. It's a simple weather map, believe it or not, right? This is Christmas Eve. This is where the low pressure system is going to be right there near Michigan. And you got the classic warm front and cold front combo, guys. This is a warm sector, and I mean warm, way above average temperatures in the 50s and 60s. All the way up the East Coast. And if you want to know why it's so warm, well, it's the track of that low pressure system like that. Look at all this moisture and humidity and relatively warm air coming up out of the tropics into New England, guys. This is a high water content atmosphere with lots of wind and rain, and the cold front comes through to clean everything out. But by then, it dries out too, so you don't get cold air in place with that moisture. And we're going to see an all-rain event on the East Coast. And windy at that. Some wind gusts, especially along the south shore of Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, over 30 miles per hour, perhaps close up to 50. But a broad brush area here in the eastern quarter of the country there with wind gusts over 30. Look at some of these high temperatures for your Christmas Eve. 55 in Boston, 44 in Burlington, probably close to the mid-40s in Montreal, Canada. And you add into the rainfall, guys. This is a green/wet Christmas for the eastern half, and I'll talk more about who's going to get at least a little bit of snow coming up at 20 past the hour. Right now, I'm going to send it over to Reynolds, who's at LaGuardia. Reynolds, how are you?
I'm doing okay, my man. I'll tell you what, it looks okay for a lot of people here at the airport. We've seen quite a few cars have been sweeping their way through. Skies above, we've got a deck of some low clouds in here, but people have been racing on through. You know, and speaking of racing, if you, America, will allow me for a moment just to talk sports for just a smidgen. Let's say you're an Olympic sprinter, and let's say you have an opportunity over the competition to leave a little bit early, to have a little bit of an advantage. Wouldn't you take it? A lot of people would. That's what people are doing today. A lot of people are getting to the airport today because they know that we're going to have some rough weather that's going to affect much of the region. Not much of the region, but also a good part of the country, which could give you a lot of people with a lot of headaches in terms of travel delays. Millions of Americans could be affected by the weather that we're going to be dealing with. The heavy rain at times, the wind, the snow. We're talking some nasty stuff for a lot of folks. You know, we did speak with a passenger earlier who's about to board a plane, and he wasn't traveling by himself. He's also traveling with, well, let's just say his baby, a 6-month-old English Spaniel. Beautiful dog, and he's ready for a busy day. Take a listen.
We're traveling today because I want to spend 9 days in Florida, and this was the best day to get away.
Tough to travel with the pet?
It's the first time. She just turned 6 months old, so it's going to be her. It's not her first time on a plane, but it's the first time that she's got to go in a crate on a plane. She's gotten a little big.
I like this. How much bigger?
You know, the thing is, you have to walk dogs quite a bit, and one of the reasons why is because, you know, it's really hard for a dog to tell an owner, hey, I need to go up and use the facilities towards the front of the plane. It's crazy like that. Paws have a hard time opening doors. Tell you the truth, the dog is actually going to be put in a crate, poor thing, but they're giving her a nice bone. That's certainly good. Great interview subject, too, as you can tell by this video. Really, really talkative dog. Great camera presence. Was wonderful. Certainly good times, and happy holidays to both man and beast. Hard to call that dog a beast, Alex. I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful pet. Let's send it back to you.
It was beautiful. Thanks, Reynolds. And hogging the mic there, I see. All right, we appreciate it. Well, we got a lot more to come here on Weather Center Live. No denying the power of wind. But did you know a windy day can make it feel colder than it actually is? Well, we're taking a look as to why that is. That's coming up in this week's Brainstorm. And all after your local on the 8s.
Still searching for the perfect last-minute gifts? Then don't miss Cabela's Christmas sale. Spend $150 and get a $25 Cabela's Buck coupon. Plus, shop great deals like 30% off Cabela's logo hoodies, tees, and caps, 25% off select Cabela's slippers, and 25 to 50% off select camo clothing. Plus, get $120 off a Masterbuilt window smoker. There's still time to find great gifts and save big bucks at the Cabela's Christmas sale.
Sheila, you see this ball control? You see this, right? It's 80% confidence and 64% knee brace.
That's much.
I know that's more than 100%, but that's what winners give. Now bicycle kick your old 401k into an IRA.
I know.
Listen, just get TD Ameritrade's rollover consultants on the horn. They'll guide you through the whole process. It's simple. Even she could do it.
Whatever, Janet.
For all the confidence you need, TD Ameritrade. You got this.
Currently in our area, 61 degrees under fair skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
See this winter like never before. Amazing starts here. The Weather Channel Mornings.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting combination of tastes. Rich dark chocolate covering soft centers, flavored with exotic fruit juices. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never experienced before. Discover Brookside.
From I wonder what it is to you'll never guess. Everything we sell at LL Bean is backed by the same rock-solid guarantee of satisfaction. So while they keep guessing what's inside, you can rest assured that they can always take it back or replace it. That's just how we're made. LL Bean, guaranteed to please.
Lowe's presents How to Sing a Duet.
Bells, bells, all the way.
Give the gift of portable power this season with InstaBoost. Now only $79 at Lowe's.
Where we go is who we are. And fuels from Exxon and Mobil help your engine run smoother, cleaner, and with better fuel economy. We are energy, and energy lives here.
Hi, America. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf coming to you live from LaGuardia Airport. And it's kind of a nice morning. Cloudy skies above and certainly busy on the ground here at the airport. A lot of people that are making their way inside, hoping to hop on a plane and get to a very smooth flight. Hey, hi, my name's Reynolds Wolf. Your name is?
Julie Denard.
Julie, where is the destination? Where are you going today?
We're going back home to Georgia today.
Now, who are you going to see at home?
Oh, just the rest of the family, the rest of the kids.
Any big presents that you're...
We did a little shopping, yes.
Just between you, me, and America, any big surprises in terms of presents?
What did we get? We got helicopters, flying helicopters. Okay. What else did we get? Stuffed animals.
Stuffed animals.
Dolls.
You know what would be a great gift for a lot of people? Would be some help, some tech help. Can you imagine that?
Oh, yes.
Well, if you simply go to weather.com, you would actually be able to see some great things that might help your travels. In fact, America, take a look at this. We're going to pull up the screen screen for you that's going to give you some great tech helps. Thanks so much. Good travels, you guys. We're going to travel our way into this. Again, the first thing you can do is go to weather.com, as we mentioned, or you've got choices, wonderground.com. You sign up for flight status notification apps. That can make a huge difference in your busy travel day. When you get there, put in your phone number, your flight number, your confirmation code, and your airline's customer service number. See, these things can make a big difference. My Flight app allows travelers to crowdsource wait times at different airports, so you know what to expect before you get there. What an advantage that's going to be. And then you can also monitor Twitter and Facebook, and maybe even get some present ideas. Hey, you know, as we mentioned earlier, it's not just families that are coming through. We actually have some people that are coming through with a nice pet. Bulldog? A French bull? Nice. He's not saying much, is he?
He'll say hi.
Nice. Hey, how's it going there, buddy? You can't eat the microphone. We're going to keep it away from him. All right, couldn't see him, I don't know, for the poll, but definitely he's quite a charmer. Safe travels to you. My goodness. That's how it's going to be. It's pandemonium at the airport. A lot of people that have never traveled before. I gotta tell you, I think that includes pets. Alex, I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but I haven't seen too many British or French bulldogs sit up in first class, or even back in really anywhere on the plane. Certainly not flying, and that's probably the best news of all.
All right, Reynolds, we appreciate you all as always. 7-day forecast time for us, and you know what? We're going to really start to see things ramping up in the coming days. So I want to point out the map for today, and we look towards the west, and no doubt about it, this is where we're going to see the bulk of any sort of wet weather, even potential wintry weather that's in place. We still have this feed of moisture streaming on in, so very unsettled there. But heading east, it's a relatively quiet weather map, which is great news if you're traveling today, and that's the key. Today travels, you should be okay for the majority of the nation, but that's going to change very quickly tomorrow. So you may be one of the lucky ones traveling today if you are heading out early next week. It could get a little bit on the hairy side. We're starting to see more rain spreading its way up into the mid-Atlantic. And look here in the middle of the country now after a quiet today. Now we've got some snow, bit of rain, Kansas City to St. Louis. Tuesday will roll around. Now we're watching more of that rain getting up into the Northeast. New York, Boston seeing some showers there and a little bit more snow in the upper Midwest. While we quiet down in the West, actually dry. San Francisco, LA shaping up nicely. Seattle brings back the chance for some showers. Then on Wednesday, Christmas Eve, there's our storm system here in the east. And as Dr. Postel was mentioning here, it's all rain to deal with, but rain and wind, not a good scenario for travels. Thursday will roll around and we'll be left with some lingering wintry precipitation through the interior Northeast and still very windy conditions. And then back into the Rockies. White Christmas time? Yeah, we've got it here on your Christmas day. Snowy conditions expected here throughout the Rockies. Well, today, it is the official start of winter, and the season starts with a storm of snow and rains that could affect holiday plans for many this week. We've got the very latest on where the storm is headed, all after your local on the 8s. And doing some shopping in Bolingbrook, at least we'll be dry for the day.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
We got this one. We got Pepper. Did he help pick it out? No, he's a cat. Is this mine? That one's for Alice, but she doesn't know it yet. Why not? Mom says she's still cooking.
Capture your memories with Hallmark keepsake ornaments.
Hi there. Hi, Flo. I know. I'm going to get you to your rental car.
This is so ridiculous.
We're going to manage your entire repair process from paperwork to pickup. Okay, little tiny baby? Your car's ready and your repairs are guaranteed for as long as you own it.
The Progressive Service Center, a real place where we really manage your claim from start to finish. Really.
Easy as easy can be.
Bye.
Christmas is days away, so let's act fast, really fast. Let's do must-have, know-how, just right now. Last minute? You got it. Or get one of these. Let's put the list to bed, add up the savings, and count down the days. That's how to holiday. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Buy a combo kit and get up to $150 toward any cordless power tool, radio, or battery.
It's Ram commercial truck season. And if you want to build something ahead of its time, you'll need trucks that are ahead of the rest. Trucks with the best fuel economy, 28 mpg highway. The best towing, 30,000 pounds. Best torque, 865 pound-feet. And the best payload, over 4,400 pounds. The complete lineup of Ram commercial vehicles is ready to help you start building tomorrow. Get a great deal during Ram commercial truck season.
Can you read this for me?
We invited 29 people to test their vision.
I can't read this at all. Here, try Adlin's Adjustables.
Awesome.
You just turn the little wheels.
As you're turning the knob, things just like come into view.
I love that you can adjust it for whatever you're doing.
What if I told you they were only $29.99?
Okay, I wouldn't believe you. Call 800-881-ADLENS or visit adlens.com. For $29.99, you can see for yourself, and they make a great gift.
Shipping, and even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Tonight at 9. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies. Low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Hi, folks. Welcome back to the Weather Channel. You're watching Weather Center Live, and it is a busy morning at LaGuardia Airport. Understandably so with the holidays here. Get a lot of people that are pulling up here right at Terminal B. They're coming out, saying their goodbyes, tipping their guys, and boom, there goes, well, at least the road travel. Air travel, you got to go this way. Into the terminal, you go to the ticket counter through security, and then off to the Friendly Skies. Or you have other options, like you can go to the curbside check-in, like this nice lady's doing, trying to give a leg up on getting her bags exactly where they need to be at her final destination. You know, our final destination that we're going to have here is not going to stay at this current, but it's going to go back to Atlanta. It's going to go into our weather expert desk. We're talking Dr. Greg Postel. And Dr. Postel, I know that with this system that's coming through in parts of the Northeast, we do have rain to deal with, but also there's going to be a chance of some snow.
Yes, and you know what? I'm going to try to make some snow out of this because I know there are a lot of people who want a white Christmas, and I think if you want to get snow, you're going to have to go to the Midwest. Let's have a look at the map, and I can show you kind of this broad brush view of who we think is going to get light snow. We don't think there's going to be significant accumulations like in excess of 6. I think that's kind of out of the question. What we're looking at here is the possibility of some light accumulations. I think generally less than 4 inches, but still, right? It's white, not wet, and not crazy warm. Here's the issue that we're dealing with and why it's mostly rain, but there's still a chance of snow on the backside. Let's look at ECMWF forecast for Christmas Eve noon. This is essentially the freezing line, and you notice all the green out here is the precipitation, and for the most part the green is on the warm side of that line. So we're seeing rain. There may be a little bit hanging back here as that freezing line pulls through. There may be a little bit of precipitation still back on the cold-ish side of this system according to the European model, but I would argue that's really not a whole lot, guys. Let me tell you what I'm a little bit more I would say, excited about if you want some snow in the Midwest. Let's look at the GFS. It's got a very different development of the cyclone, totally different structure. Let's look at it, and let's look at the same stuff. The rain snow line right here. Again, Christmas Eve morning. But watch what happens here. There's the rain snow line. It's got a stronger cyclone, does the GFS, and it's got some squirrely stuff back in here in the cold air. That would be snow. I know it looks green, but trust me, this would be snow from St. Louis, Champaign, all the way up through Chicago, Gary, Indiana, like that. All that cold air on the backside. Now, what that is what's called the occluded quadrant of one of these storm systems. It's called a trowel, T-R-O-W-A-L, a trough of warm air aloft. In other words, moisture and warm air are getting thrown back out into the cold air, allowing for some snow to come down, just enough, I think, underneath some air that's sub-freezing to give you some accumulating snow, guys, so hang on for that. Now, in this short time I have left in this, I want to talk about what's going on beyond Christmas. Let's go to December 29th. So kind of the week between Christmas and New Year's, guys. Complicated jet stream. We got a jet stream coming in like that, one coming in like that. That's called a split flow. So let's move this, just show you a different perspective. We're going to have a battle by, I would say, New Year's between Arctic air trying to get in and some subtropical, relatively mild stuff coming in from the Pacific, which means to me, watch out for the possibility of some squirrely weather here in terms of ice, rain, snow in the mix there, with the coldest Arctic air up here and actually the southern part not being so bad temperature-wise, guys. So I'll have much more on that coming up next time. That's pretty cool. Could get very interesting between Christmas and New Year's. Alex, back to you.
All right, getting active, no doubt. Well, you know, it's a recipe for a traveler's nightmare. Rain and snow. Now, if you're traveling this week, listen up. We're tracking stormy weather across the country, and we've got that timing of the storm, including which days will have some of the biggest impacts. Of course, that's all coming up after your local on the 8s. But I got my man Reynolds there at LaGuardia Airport, and one thing we'll be discussing is what your choice in seat means about you. Of course, there's Reynolds, the aisle seat, the middle seat, and the window seat.
Absolutely. Some of us like the overhead bin to stay. That's where we want to get. I got to tell you, it really does say a lot about a lot of people. We're going to share that great information, that Did You Know, coming up in just a few moments. Plus, a look at your forecasts across the country. We're going to meet again with Alex, Dr. Greg Postel. A huge travel day that we have in many places, including here at LaGuardia Airport, where many people trying to get a little bit of a jump start on big travel day, and certainly trying to get a jump start on the rough weather that is on the way. We've got the full story coming up right here from LaGuardia, and of course in Atlanta. America, sit tight. Talk to you soon.
Omega-3s are one of the essential nutrients to support your heart health. But even with a healthy diet rich in omega-3s, many people don't get enough. That's why I recommend omega-3 supplements to support your heart health.
MegaRed is an omega-3 supplement recognized by the Hope Heart Institute. Research shows omega-3s may reduce the risk of coronary heart disease. The omega-3s in MegaRed are easily absorbed by the body, and it's just one small pill a day. Support your heart health with MegaRed.
Time's running out. Put confidence on your holiday shopping list at Men's Warehouse. Peacoats are on sale for $99.99. Merino sweaters $39.99. And 100% cashmere sweaters $89.99. Confidence sold here. Only at Men's Warehouse.
Energizer Ultimate Lithium, the world's longest lasting AA battery in high-tech devices. Up to 6 times longer than the other leading brand.
At Ancestry, we call it a hint. Simply type in a name and follow the Ancestry leaf far into your family's past. A past filled with stories that intrigue and inspire. And in doing so, reveal the one unique, improbable, and completely remarkable path that led to you. Discover your story. Start searching for free now at Ancestry.com.
Looks like the Garcia's got a new car.
What'd they get?
I don't know. It's pretty nice. Maybe he got a raise.
Good for him.
Good for her.
The expectation-shattering Buick Enclave.
Celebrate the holidays and pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $500 purchase bonus cash on the 2015 Enclave.
This is Conley, Cameron, Zach, and Clementine.
We have a serious hairball issue.
We cleaned it up and turned around, and there it is again. It's scary. A little bit in my eye.
Underneath the kitchen table, underneath my work desk, we've got enough to knit a sweater. Zach, what is that? Oh, the Swiffer sweeper.
It's like the Swiffer dusters. It's some sort of magic cloth that sucks in all the dog hair.
It's quick and easy. Pretty amazing that I picked it all up. I would totally take on another dog.
Really?
Make movie night unforgettable with tickets from Fandango.
Inbound 4 o'clock.
Experience the unbelievable true story of an American hero.
We have an Olympic athlete.
And the courage that will bring him home.
If I can take it, I can make it.
Unbroken. Rated PG-13. Christmas Day. Get your tickets now at fandango.com/unbroken.
Currently in our area, 63 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies. Low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed. High 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tonight at 9. Get down now! Prospectors, the $1 Million Mountain. Tonight at 9 on the Weather Channel.
And then we felt the bus sliding, and everybody started screaming.
It was out of control, man. I woke up and the bus was just spinning around in the street.
And the bus driver handled pretty good. And when he won the grass, that's when it flipped over.
Ugh. Guys, I'm not, I don't care who you are. That's really terrifying stuff to see. That video of that bus, the mega bus, was actually taken in Seymour, Indiana. 24 people hurt. Thankfully, no fatalities. That's the good news. Bad news, I mean, they had the injuries, but also roads very, very slick, a little bit of slush, some ice. They think that might be the major culprit. Gotta tell you, though, thankfully for the time being here at LaGuardia Airport, where we happen to be live, we don't have any of those issues. Weather is actually cooperating for now. Skies are kind of cloudy, but in terms of precipitation, nothing doing. Thing is, though, we're going to have some changes in the forecast that are going to bring some rain, some wind, maybe even snowfall to parts of the Northeast. And I'll tell you, in other parts of the country, you might be dealing with more than ice and possibly some of that snow. We're talking about two big systems that are going to affect millions of you. So, again, you're going to want to sit tight for the very latest. Let's send it over to my good friend Alex.
All right, thanks so much, Reynolds. Appreciate it. Meanwhile, we head just up the road a bit up towards the Boston area, and this is an area that has been reporting a bit of light snow for the last several hours. We should see that come to an end here as we head on through the latter part of our afternoon. But giving way that snow to a bit of rain as we get into Monday night, and that's going to stick around out there for you through our Christmas. So best believe if you were hoping for the white Christmas, probably not going to happen out there for you. This is as close as you're going to get to seeing some flakes flying around in Boston over the next few days. All right, let's focus in on what's going to be taking place out there for us in our holiday from the Great Lakes into the Northeast. And it's going to be quite unsettled out there for us. We've got this deep dip in the jet stream here for us all the way down to the Gulf Coast. We'll have an area of low pressure develop and move northward here, north and eastbound through the Great Lakes, strengthening as it happens. But the thing about it is it's going to help to draw quite a bit of warm, at least relatively warmer air and moisture up into the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast New England region. So this will be an area where we have moisture but warmth, rain on the west side, the back side of our area of low pressure where it's cold enough. Not a whole lot of moisture, but at least what is there will bring us the chance for a little bit of the wintry weather. So as we get into Tuesday, there we have it. Blue areas, that's the snow. The pink, that's where we'll see more of a rain and snow. So Minneapolis, sort of north and west, snow potential. South and east, we get into more of a rain and snow mix. And then off to the south and east, it's all rain to deal with. Lower Michigan, including Detroit, then sliding into Ohio, the Cleveland area, Pittsburgh, Christmas Eve. It's all rain up and down the 95 corridor out there for you. And then as we move to Christmas Day itself, well, we're dealing with the rain in the eastern New England, interior parts of the Northeast. That's where we could deal with more of that rain and snow mixing in here and there. But for the most part, this should all be at this point relatively light. So wind also going to be another issue out there for you. So again, on top of the precipitation problems, windy issues. Now this is Wednesday morning, Christmas Eve morning, generally light winds, but they will pick up as the day progresses as we move our way into the afternoon. 15-mile-an-hour winds, 20-mile-an-hour winds around Buffalo, continuing to increase as we move to Christmas morning out there. Howling winds all the way into the Northeast, and those are sustained winds. We could see winds even gustier at times out there, and of course that could lead to some problems if you are trying to travel even on Christmas Day. Now, in fact, let's talk about travels. Now, this is on Tuesday, and we focus in on Tuesday because that's when we think things will start to pick up in terms of travel issues. So if you're one of the lucky few traveling today and even into Monday, you should be okay. Tuesday, things start to get unsettled. Minneapolis, moderate delays because of that threat for the snow. Indianapolis, Detroit, Cincinnati, it's all rain here for you, and that's where we could be talking about some of those delays out there for you. And then as we progress on into our Christmas Eve itself, travel day, a busy day here as well. New York, you're getting into the rain. And again, at times, some of this rain could be quite heavy out there. Could see some major delays and even the potential for some storms. Yeah, we're talking late December having to deal with some stormy weather. Philly to D.C. giving you some moderate delays. Chicago, another spot that may be dealing with liquid rain come Christmas Day. So you better believe it. We could be talking about some problems, lots of headaches out there for travelers heading on through the next few days. In fact, let's get you back to the airport. We got Reynolds Wolf, who is there, and it is moving smoothly at this point, right, Reynolds?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, things are pretty good, but picking up where you left off, that is really the reason why you have a rush of so many people that have been coming to LaGuardia, coming through these doors, to the counters, through security, and then up and away. They're trying to get ahead of the rough weather that's coming. Not one, but two punches of rough stuff, mainly rain and wind for much of the New York area, but parts of the region will deal with some snowfall. And again, we're talking millions of people that are going to be affected as we get closer to the Christmas holiday. You know, what's interesting, Alex, is that we've been speaking with so many people this morning. We spoke with a lot of folks yesterday, too, that have just arrived, many people that are going to be leaving. And you know, they brought up one really, really good point, especially a gentleman that we spoke to yesterday, that he is getting a great deal of advice, information, not just from really anything, but something on his smartphone, a trusted, wonderful app. Take a listen.
I checked it once a day for the last 4 days on the Weather Channel app. Happy. Please. Since last year, we got delayed 36 hours. So happy. Thrilled.
The Weather Channel app is sleek, it is wonderful, it is cuddly, it is warm. It's like any golden retriever you ever wanted, but it won't require walks. That's the one interesting thing about the app. Certainly some great little bit of advice. You know what, Alex, this morning, that's what we're going to do. We're going to offer advice to people, not only what's coming weather-wise, but give them some tech tips of what could make a busy travel day or busy travel days much easier for them. And Alex, we were covering not only, of course, the skies above, but also many of the roadways. A lot of headaches for a lot of people over the next several days, Alex.
And no doubt about it, Reynolds, thank you so much trying to get folks to their holiday destinations here over the next few days. So we're going to work our way down into the south, Tennessee Valley, around the Nashville area, where we've got temperatures on the chilly side to start things off. But we'll see some sunshine throughout the day. High temperatures rising up, low 50s out there. But get ready for some wet weather out there as we head on into tomorrow, and potentially maybe a little rain and snow. Can't rule it out mixing in as we get into our Christmas Eve. So it's not just the northern tier of the country that's going to be dealing with the mess. It's a little bit farther south that things are going to be stormy as well as we head through our holiday week. All right, so let's talk about what's going to happen. Cold front, that is marching south and eastbound out there for you, and that's going to be running into moisture. pumping northward out of the Gulf of Mexico. That warm moisture gets lifted by that cold front, and we see the clouds form. Eventually the showers and storms get going too as well. So here's Tuesday, anywhere from East Texas spreading your way across the deep south towards the southeast coast. We've got that risk for rain, so if you're traveling Tuesday here in the south, Interstate 10 roadways could be wet. 20 could be wet, as well as Interstate 40, and it continues as we head in towards the overnight hours as well. So if you were thinking, oh, I'll hold off until Tuesday night, well, it doesn't let up. In fact, some of the rain becomes even steadier and heavier here across the rest of the southeast. We do start to see things settling down a bit more back towards the lower Mississippi Valley. This will be on Christmas Eve, but we're still wet here towards the east, pretty much from Nashville eastbound towards Knoxville. The Raleigh area, you'll be dealing with the rain as well, and scattered storms down into Florida. Look at some of these rain totals. It certainly sticks out. The yellow, 3 to 5 inches of rain here. This is the rainfall total from a computer forecast through Christmas morning, Savannah included. And then look at Tallahassee in the bullseye of 5 to 8 inches of rain. Incredible amounts with lighter amounts towards the north and east, but nothing to sneeze at. 1 to 2 inches here possible, northern sections of the state of Alabama. Well, we've got much more to come here on Weather Center Live. Now, we all know the wind chill factor makes us feel colder, but to find out why this is, we threw a guy into a freezer and cranked up a fan. Don't worry, he did volunteer, but it is a brutal, bone-chilling experiment that you have to see.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
If you have moderate to severe rheumatoid arthritis like me, and you're talking to your rheumatologist about a biologic, this is Humira. This is Humira helping to relieve my pain and protect my joints from further damage. This is Humira giving me new perspective. Doctors have been prescribing Humira for 10 years. Humira works for many adults. It targets and helps to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to RA symptoms.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
Talk to your doctor and visit Humira.com. This is Humira at work.
Rich, chewy caramel rolled up in smooth milk chocolate.
Let me know if this gets too hot.
Rolo, get your smooth on.
Toenail fungus? Don't hide it, fight it with new FDA-approved Jublia. Jublia, efinaconazole 10% topical solution, is a prescription medicine proven to treat fungal infections of the toenails. Use Jublia as instructed by your doctor. Most common side effects include ingrown toenail, application site redness, itching, swelling, burning or stinging, blisters, and pain. Fight it! Ask your doctor now if new Jublia is right for you.
From I wonder what it is to you'll never guess. Everything from LL Bean is backed by the same rock-solid guarantee. So while they keep guessing, you know that we'll take it back or replace it. LL Bean, guaranteed to please.
Seatbelts, headrests, and airbags help you survive a crash. But if you upgrade your headlights, you may even avoid one. See farther, wider, better. Silver Star Ultra headlights from Sylvania.
At Intel, they have technology you can control with gestures. Like now, she's flying a spaceship to Mars.
We're flying a plane to Detroit.
Intel. This is where it all changes.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
Get 10% off major appliances $3.99 or more at Lowe's.
Don't wait for awesome. Totino's Pizza Rolls get you there in just 60 seconds. Go bold with flavors that kick.
I am never getting married. Never. Guaranteed.
You picked a beautiful ring.
Thank you. We're never having kids.
A little bit here.
We are never moving to the suburbs. We are never getting one of those. We're never having another kid.
I'm pregnant.
I'm never letting go.
For all the nevers in life, State Farm is there.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
You get used to pet odors in your car. You think it smells fine, but your passengers smell this. Eliminate odors you've gone nose blind to for up to 30 days with the Febreze Car Vent Clip.
Wow, it smells good in here.
So you and your passengers can breathe happy.
Well, you know, wind chill is something we'll be talking about a lot in the weeks ahead. Brisk winds, well, they can definitely make it seem much colder than it really is, right? Well, in this edition of Brainstorm, our Sam Champion takes a fascinating look into the chill behind the wind.
The equation used to calculate the effect of wind on the human body during cold weather, or wind chill, looks like this. So to get a less complicated look at the physiological effects of wind chill, we enlisted Josh Garcia from our Brainstorm team to be a guinea pig and step inside our custom lab, an ice truck. To monitor respiratory and heart rates, we've equipped Josh with a high-tech bioharness and an ingestible thermometer that will track his core body temperature.
All right, Josh, this is going to measure your core temperature.
Yes.
It's an internal thermometer. I'm gonna have you drink this water.
Right.
Down it goes.
For a baseline test, the truck is chilled to an ambient, windless temperature of 20 degrees. At this rate, frostbite could occur in as little as 30 minutes.
All right, we're about 10 minutes in, and my core body temperature is actually dipped about a half a degree, which may not seem like a lot, but it feels like a lot.
Our infrared thermometer shows Josh's surface temperature is just 41 degrees. And after 20 minutes, Josh's heart rate slowly increases to above 90 beats per minute. Now, to simulate a 20-degree wind chill, we raise the ambient temperature to 31 degrees, but add a 15-mile-per-hour wind.
Josh, how you doing up there?
I've had better days, Nick.
In normal conditions, the human body radiates heat, which forms a layer of warm air that shields the ambient temperature from the skin. But wind blows that away, making your skin more vulnerable to the cold. So although the ambient temperature was more than 10 degrees higher, the wind chill made his core body temperature fall by half a degree, while areas of his skin actually dropped to below 40 degrees. But one major difference from the first test was Josh's heart rate. In an effort to maintain a safe core body temperature in cold weather, glucose stores are processed up to 5 times faster. This increases the body's ability to burn fat and gives the skeletal muscles fuel to shiver, both which generate heat energy. And during the final 90 seconds of this demonstration, this causes Josh's heart rate to spike at 171 beats per minute, or about 90% of his max.
My heart is beating out of my chest. It's close to my max.
This increased heart rate is what effectively keeps Josh safe while enduring the wind.
I'm freezing. I really can't say I've endured temperatures this cold before in my entire life.
And that process of thermoregulation, the body's effort to regulate its temperature, is a lot of work. The wind chill triggered a spike in Josh's heart rate, about 25% higher than a cyclist's during the Tour de France.
Ooh, cold times just looking at that, right? Well, it's the first official day of winter, and we are keeping a close eye on the system moving in next week. Will it be a holiday troublemaker? Well, we are breaking it down, including where there are chances for a white Christmas. It's all coming up next in your winter weather update. Now, if you're doing some traveling or say shopping in Denver, hey, we'll be dry at the 16th Street Mall.
Still searching for the perfect last-minute gifts? Then don't miss Cabela's Christmas sale. Spend $150 and get a $25 Cabela's Buck coupon. Plus, shop great deals like 40% off Cabela's men's and women's chamois and flannel shirts, and select insulated outerwear for the family. 30% off Cabela's advanced angler tackle bags, and 25% off select pack foods. There's still time to find great gifts and save big bucks at the Cabela's Christmas sale.
It's only for a couple of nights, okay?
Baby? For me? She'll love it. Thanks.
My job is so hard on my hands.
The cracks were the worst part.
O'Keefe's Working Hands. Guaranteed relief for dry hands that crack and split.
There was a difference within just minutes of it absorbing into my skin.
Only O'Keefe's has given me the relief that I need.
Learn more at workinghands.com.
Thing is getting bigger and bigger.
Mother Nature can absolutely change people.
I'm ready to get out of here and create a new track.
This is a tornado emergency. Oh my God!
It was hard to believe weather could do that.
Never seen anything like this in my life.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8s, brought to you by Petco, the power of together.
For all the joy they bring and all the love they give, this holiday season, remember to give back to your companions, your co-stars, and your co-conspirators. Petco can help with thousands of gifts on sale, including 25% off all holiday toys, treats, apparel, and accessories. Plus, earn 5% back with Pals Rewards. Joy, love, pets. Petco, the power of together.
Currently in our area, 64 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
I like it when my hygienist lets me know I'm doing a good job. I like it when my toothpaste lets me know too. That's why I went pro.
Go pro with Crest Pro Health for an intensive clean.
I can really feel this deep cleaning my mouth.
For a 4 times better clean, try these products together.
That was a great checkup.
From restoring damage in just one room to an entire building. Turn to the cleanup team that's here in your community and here to help at 1-800-SERVE-PRO, like it never even happened.
Ring, ring.
Progresso.
Used to people have my kids loving vegetables.
Well, vegetables taste better in our savory broth. Vegetables?
No, soup.
Oh, soup.
Loaded with vegetables, packed with taste.
I haven't seen this before.
There's never been a time where the North Pole couldn't keep up.
Nice of the owners to let us use his factory.
These WeatherTech people make pretty good elves. For people.
This holiday, give WeatherTech floor liners. They're laser measured to perfectly protect your specific vehicle. Check out all of our automotive accessories at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMax.
Can you read this for me?
We invited 29 people to test their vision.
I can't read this at all. Here, try Adlin's Adjustables.
Awesome.
You just turn the little wheels.
As you're turning the knob, things just like come into view.
I love that you can adjust it for whatever you're doing.
What if I told you they were only $29.99?
Okay, I wouldn't believe you.
Call 800-881-ADLENS or visit adlens.com. For $29.99, you can see for yourself, and they make a great gift.
Shipping, and even pay the return postage. Try NoNo risk-free today.
Ride on the most treacherous highway in the world to experience the high risk of heavy rescue. Highway Through Hell, Sundays at 10 on the Weather Channel.
Hi, America. You know, I'm so glad we have a little bit of time together. You're watching Weather Center Live. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf, and we happen to be inside LaGuardia Airport, where it's a pretty busy day. A lot of people trying to get a jump on the rough weather that's going to be striking parts of the Northeast, a good part of the country, which unfortunately is going to affect millions of you. That being said, if you look behind me, just over the shoulder, you see the arrivals and departures. For the time being, everything is fine. No major issues. But with what we're going to see unfold over the next several days, we're going to see some planes possibly, well, delayed quite a bit, which means that you're going to have a lot of headaches in terms of travel. But, you know, when it comes to weather, when it comes to holidays, sometimes weather can work in your favor, especially if you're hoping for a white Christmas. Take a look at this, folks. In terms of a white Christmas, if you check this out, a great holiday poll we'd like you to take part in. You got to check it out. It's on weather.com/white Christmas. Now, what we'd like you to do, we want everyone to join in on this. Pick the city that you think has the best chance of dealing with a white Christmas. Tell us if you think it might be Chicago, maybe Buffalo. Could it be Philadelphia? Come on, city of brotherly love. I know my great friend and producer here, Mike, would definitely love that. For Philadelphia, get tons of snow. Omaha and also Little Rock. Could any of these get the snowflake crown this year? Well, let us know what you think and why you think you deserve a white Christmas. Go outside, shoot a short video. We want to see you on it, on camera, obviously. Mike Bogad, again, producer. If you want to put one of those together, my man, we'll definitely show it to America. And then share it with us by simply texting My White Christmas to 99,000, and you'll be directed on how to upload the video. You know, someone who knows how to upload any video at any time, at any place, is my buddy and America's best friend, Dr. Greg Postel. Dr. Postel, let's talk about White Christmas. Who do you think's got the best shot?
Buffalo and Chicago, and here's why, Reynolds. Great toss. Let's have a look at the map here. We've got Wednesday, Thursday, sort of our Christmas Eve, Christmas Day snowfall outlook. This area shaded in light blue has got a shot at least seeing some light accumulations. I don't think, you know, big ones over 6 inches, but maybe somewhere right around 2 to 4 inches in that area shaded in light blue. Chicago's not in it, but I'll tell you what, I think this area, we'll keep an eye on that area that's not shaded right now, because they do have a chance of seeing some accumulating snow on Christmas Eve. And here's why it's tricky. Because if you look at the different models, for example, here's the ECMWF model, right? One of the really big ones. There's the rain snow line, that blue line right in here. And this is Christmas Eve about noon. Watch how all the rain, well, most of the rain anyway, stays on the relatively warm side of that line. There's a little bit back here. Maybe there's some snow flurries or snow showers, but most of that's probably still rain or rain changing over to a little bit of snow. Maybe a little bit of accumulation, but really that's not really a snowy scenario in the Euro model. That's kind of just one of those rainy things and maybe some snow showers on the backside following the cold front. However, The GFS model is interesting if, for example, you happen to live in St. Louis, Champaign, Urbana, Chicago, Gary, Indiana, maybe even Holland, Michigan, because as we go forward in time from Wednesday morning, watch that rain snow line right here. That's essentially the freezing line, right? But look, by Christmas Eve, what is this? Look, that would be snow. I'm telling you right now, that would be snow. This is in a very interesting part of this storm system, and I'll get into the details a little bit right now. But if the GFS is right, it's got that accumulating snow running northeastward from St. Louis through Chicago and on up through Michigan on Christmas Eve and Christmas night. What would be occurring there is the forcing for ascent. In other words, what's really forcing the air to rise in that part of the sector of the cyclone is the fact that warm air is being drawn back into the cold air to the west. This is not something that the Euro has. This overlap between the moisture and the cold air, especially just above the ground, is something that is particular to the GFS. And if you want snow in that area, let's hope that the GFS is right. Our modeling here tries to sort of blend in an optimal way to reduce the error in the forecast, showing you that we've got a mix of rain and snow here. So it's not totally Euro and not totally GFS, some combo there. But if you want snow, root for the GFS. And then beyond that, guys, in the week following Christmas, we talk about a split flow as we head toward New Year's, and I'll talk more about that. That could lead to the combination of warm and cold and stormy times as we head towards New Year's. Alex, back to you.
All right, Dr. Postel, getting active out there. Well, if you're traveling this holiday, you're going to want to get out of town soon. We are tracking a big storm across parts of the country, threatening to cause some major delays. We're, of course, going to have the timing of all of that coming up next.
Currently in our area, 65 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, a mix of clouds and sun. High 80. Winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy skies, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, sunshine and clouds mixed, high 84. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Forget about a white Christmas. We could be looking at a green Christmas across the eastern half of the country. Heavy rains, flooding, and, oh yeah, the wind. Santa, hang on to your sleigh because we are in for a bumpy next couple of days.
And that certainly could be the case for so many people here at LaGuardia and many other airports around the country because we've got not one, but two systems that are going to be churning their way from west to east, and that's going to be impacting so many of you. Full stories coming up. Hi, America. I'm meteorologist Reynolds Wolf coming to you from LaGuardia Airport. And you know, sometimes you have to have a team to deliver a great message, or at least an important message. And that's certainly what we have this morning. A great team. I am lucky enough to have with us my good friend Alex Wallace and my other good buddy, Dr. Greg Postel. We've got a very busy weather scenario that's going to unfold over the next several days. The timing of it, in terms of the volume of people getting out on the roads and taking to the skies, guys, does not seem to be all too good. Let's send it over to Alex.
All right, thanks so much, Reynolds. We appreciate it. And we're going to start with a bit of a stormy time here for us and wet time. A place like Charleston having to deal with gray skies and some showers. And this is something that is not just going to be for today, but actually lasting all the way through and into our holiday week. Now, temperatures out there for you are going to be warming nicely. By the time we get towards Wednesday, we'll be approaching 70 degrees, but 70s and rain. That's not a fun scenario. So let's talk about how this is all going to sort of come together and play out here as we head into our Christmas week. This stormy start to things out there for you. And what's going on right now? Some showers, just some light showers here. You can see sort of scooting the coast here of South Carolina. There's Charleston, a few of those moving on through, maybe a sprinkle or two around the Wilmington area as well. And then more active rain as we move our way down on into Florida. There we are. Just Gainesville, north and south of you, finding a little bit of rain. Cedar Key seeing some showers. There's more offshore about to move on in as well. So those are the two areas right now seeing the showers. We zoom out the picture a bit more. We've got this frontal boundary that's in place and stuck, not moving a whole lot at this point, and that's pretty much focusing the showers right now. We've got an area of low pressure that's going to be developing, and that will eventually work its way towards the north and help to spread more of that rain and expand the rain as well. So here it is, the Gulf system developing and shooting off towards the north and the east as we head into the early part of next week. We'll have moisture to work with out there, eventually getting all the way up into parts of the mid-Atlantic to bring some rain there. Today we see it here where we're seeing it right now, parts of North Florida, and then working up into Georgia, South Carolina as well. Again, rain at times could be steady, so take it slow if you are heading out there and traveling. Heading into tonight, continuing all the way up towards Charlotte. The Outer Banks, North Carolina could also see some of the wet weather, and then for tomorrow, yeah, we get a little of the purple showing up. Potential here, eastern parts of West Virginia into western Virginia, we could see a little freezing rain. Any sort of frozen precipitation in travels, those do not mix. Take it easy and take it slow and be mindful of that. Well, it's time now for your winter weather update. We got Dr. Postel, who is in the lab tracking what we thought would have been a big winter system at this time of the year, but not shaping up that way.
Alex, you'd think late December is snow, right? Well, you know, eastern half or eastern, I would say quarter of the country really is going to be in for a green and rainy Christmas. Unfortunately, if you don't like that, I mean, I want a white Christmas, right? But unfortunately, we got a lot of warm air, windy times with thunderstorms even all the way as far north as New England on your Christmas Eve. Thanks to the unfavorable track of that low, it's going due north and it's going to carry all that warm air with it. And for the east, unlike potentially for the Midwest, the east will have the separation between the moisture and the cold air. They won't really ever play together. The cold front will come in and the cold air will come in way too late. You see how it kind of moves in after the moisture moves out? That will not lead to any snow on the East Coast. Unfortunately, it is just not the right setup. But, you know, it's exciting weather, right? I mean, we're going to have thunderstorms maybe. That might be kind of fun with gusty winds if you like watching trees blow around. That could be interesting, especially on the south shore of Connecticut and parts of Massachusetts. Really all the way up and down the East Coast. Gusts over 30 miles per hour on Christmas Eve are common. That could lead to some travel delays, and you could go outside in shorts practically if you're in Boston, New York, Washington. Mid-60s, what is that? That's more like April, but that is Christmas Eve, believe it or not. And of course the rain goes along with it. And some of these rainfall totals could be significant, 3 to 5 inches. And, you know, the Weather Service discussion out of Boston was talking about very high atmospheric water content values coming in, not just from the Atlantic, but from the tropics. Yes, tropical air mass is coming northward into New England, so it is going to be rainy, and I would not be surprised to see some flash flooding in this part of the region Wednesday night, and early Thursday. Reynolds, take it away. You're in LaGuardia. How's it going?
You know, it's a busy morning, and that's understandable. Been looking up here at the signs, and, you know, looking at Boston, we've got Charlotte, Charlottesville. The great thing about all these cities, in terms of the arrivals, everything's on time. No major issues to speak of. Departures, basically the same thing. But Dr. Greg, you know as well as I do, and so many of these people that are coming through know that there are some changes on the way. A lot of people are actually leaving ahead of time. They're trying to get to their spot before the rough weather comes in. And it is not just a one-day, but possibly two-day event that could cause a lot of delays, a lot of headaches for these great people just trying to get around the country to see their loved ones for the holidays. You know, it's not an easy endeavor. And one thing we're seeing here at the airport this morning, not just your business traveler that has that set glaze that knows exactly where they're going, how to get through security and all that. You've got a lot of families. You've got moms and dads, grandparents, aunts, uncles. They've got the kids. You've got additional security out there to make sure everyone is safe. You've got all kinds of help from all the airlines. Ticket counters are full. Everyone is trying to make it a little bit easier for everyone else to make that trip. Today's going to be easier, but as we told you, the next 24 and 48 hours is going to be really, well, I'm not going to say it's going to be awful, but it certainly will be troublesome for so many people just trying to get around the map, Alex.
doubt about it. You know what, Reynolds, a lot of folks are going to be filling those seats. And I don't know if you're aware, a recent study actually figuring out what seat you pick and what it means about you. Of course, it's the aisle seat, the middle seat, and the window seat. So what do you prefer, Reynolds?
You know, for me, I travel so much, I'm more of an aisle guy. I like the ability to get up, stretch the legs without stepping over other people, because nothing's worse than being next to the window and having to climb over two other people to try to use the facilities or just move around.
Well, there you go.
What about
You're
you?
an aisle guy, and that means you value your freedom out there. You're sort of business-like about it. You don't have to worry about other folks. The window seat people, they actually like that privacy and like to be sort of away from folks. So there you have it. For me, I think I'm a window seat guy.
What about the middle seat? Is there anything that says anything about the people in the middle seat? They deserve saying.
Still searching for the perfect last-minute gifts? Then don't miss Cabela's Christmas sale. Spend $150 and get a $25 Cabela's Buck coupon. Plus, shop great deals like 30% off Cabela's logo hoodies, tees, and caps, 25% off select Cabela's slippers, and 25 to 50% off select camo clothing. Plus, get $120 off a Masterbuilt window smoker. There's still time to find great gifts and save big bucks at the Cabela's Christmas sale.
New Move Free Ultra brings a revolution to joint health. It's the smallest joint health pill, now with a new triple action formula for joint, cartilage, and bone health. Move on to new Move Free Ultra.
It's Ram commercial truck season. And if you want to build something ahead of its time, you'll need trucks that are ahead of the rest. Trucks with the best fuel economy, 28 mpg highway, the best towing, 30,000 pounds, best torque, 865 pound-feet, and the best payload, over 4,400 pounds. The complete lineup of Ram commercial vehicles is ready to help you start building tomorrow. Get a great deal during Ram commercial truck season.
Currently in our area, 65 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Today, partly cloudy, high 80, winds south-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, cloudy, low 68. Winds south-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday, partly